map number 1 between Lynn Vision and Rare Atom, of course. Rare Atom, their own map pick, so they will be starting off on that T side of things. We did see a lot of efficacy out of the T side, to be fair, yesterday. So we'll see whether that is kind of the trend for the region, or maybe it was just for that series.
Yeah, it's kind of the big case. It's the big talking point, right? Where we've seen... Well, I mean, yesterday we had so many kind of moments of instability. It was such a scrappy game of Counter-Strike. We never know what we're going to get. But these are two kind of, well, quote-unquote premium sides in the region. But right now, Rare Atom aren't playing premium Counter-Strike. So we'll see how things pan out in towards today's action. Right now, the bomb is looming over towards A. And actually, going to get a lot of that top bracket control. It's got messy, very messy. That kill feed lighting up. And the A site completely exposed. Bomb will go down. Now it's a double retake coming through for Lynn Vision. 2 on 3.
Amelia with a flash. That's about all they've got to really work with. I suppose the Julie's in play as well. Getting a little weird out here. Slowly but surely making their way in. It's looking pretty good for Rare Atom. Flash comes round. Totally ineffective. And yeah, they get mowed down before they even really are able to show presence. So an easy pickup coming in. Rare Atom will secure the pistol.
So, an important start for Rare Atom in what is an extremely important game. We said kind of winning this is a necessity when we look towards playoffs, right? They absolutely have to win this game. It's kind of a now or never sort of situation. If they don't, we get, well, very worried, to say the least. Let's see. Good start, of course, means money for them to work with towards round number 2. No investment for Lynn Vision, just going to be a gamble stack over towards A. All 5 here. It's looking like actually might not work for them, as right now, they're going to get a lot of info towards top B that no one's present.
Got to watch out a little bit here. Yeah, there are quite a few bodies around ready to deal with the apartments approach. However, as we can plainly see here, there's nobody over on that B-bomb site. So once this execute comes in, yes, they're wasting utility, you could perhaps argue. But at the end of the day, the round is indeed going to be over. Mercury finds 2. Will be an AK recovered, and I feel like they'll just save that. Amelia might try and look for another frag at the tail end of this one. But second round for Rare Atom. No real sweat off their brow. Easy does it. Couple kills for Lynn Vision. You know, it's one of those where you look realistically at your buy, realistically at your situation, and I think you'll be happy with the damage that you've done, and of course the AK that you get to save.
Yeah, no, agreed. I mean, you know, it is one of those things, like you said, what were they actually really going to bring to the table? They're probably not all that much, just in terms of the buy was poor, the situation was pretty poor for them. Yeah, happy to walk away from Mac 10 and an AK. It's definitely better than nothing. Ace, of course. Can they do anything more on the way out? No, that'll be fine. They are slightly being hunted here. But no, they'll be all good on the way out. So, just like that, we're going to see ourselves into a 2-0 start. But the silver lining starting to brew up in the sky here. Like Lynn Vision, have a nice comfortable buy. Amelia's in towards just the old Mac 10. But aside from that, full rifles alongside it. Not too shabby at all. This round generally considered a bonus buy over towards Rare Atom. They can convert it, though. This game does start to really look very, very positive on the offset. For the Rare Atom roster. Let's see. Right now, Vision again going for a little more of a default split. Utah was dropped by the likes of Zaka over towards B, and he will now rotate, play that long position. Actually, maybe sticking over towards B might be the right call.
Mac 10. Gonna have to pop off here. Able to get a double, so into a 4 versus 3, holding things together. 2 HP left, but it's worked. It's worked. It's scared the bomb away, and to be fair to Lynn Vision, they've not over-rotated. It's a really well-calculated series of moves from the CT side to make sure that they do not overextend and do not oversell. Starry will leave Kaze very low indeed. Finishes the frag with the nade. G comes in to help out, leaving Jam Young all alone. Not a chance here. Yeah, just double peaked. Okay, we'll win the fight onto 1. You got to respect the confidence, I suppose. Surely going to get flanked out here, though. Amelia does have to be careful. 2 HP. So we have a couple moments here for Jam Young to maybe find some damage.
Well, potentially. Most definitely. Jam Young Playing in those back lines, waiting for an opportunity to arise here. Right now, not really been given anything. Low HP is going to make this so difficult. All it takes is a stray bullet. Still hunting just for a little bit of information to work with, just to give him some space. And he has got space to rotate through over towards B, but just lurking there is Amelia. 11 points of HP versus 2 points of HP, and he helps against it. He's going to double back. Yeah, this one's done. Just keep an eye on the AK. He maybe could have made a little run over towards B, but I think he would have been dropped. Either way, Amelia in such a strong position despite the low HP. I'll lock things off. So, it's the first round for Lynn Vision. The CT side start well. Unfortunately for Atom, not exactly the most adequate of ones for them, and it leaves them in a bit of an awkward position where we don't really understand kind of, well, I mean, I guess what's next for them. How are they going to make things work in their favor going forward? Because the bite's a little bit janky once again. Advent, for him, no drop. No drop. So all he's got is the old Glocker smoke and a flash.
Not an awful lot. Yeah, the IGL taking sacrifices. Maybe that's why his stats are so low, bro, because he's just out here using the Glock all the time.
Giving them the excuses there.
Yeah. Certainly might explain it for this game. You know.
100%.
He's not the only player yet to frag. So that's all good. And we're only 4 rounds in, so you can kind of let him off. But
exactly, yeah.
Keep your eye on that. Hopefully it doesn't become too much of an issue in the near future.
Right now, space towards top B. On and slowly but surely making their way up there. Amelia and Westman are sort of deciding how they want to actually make this setup. It is going to be a boost over towards that of New Box. Just going to leave Amelia up there. It's just a strong position. Every kind of God Flash that comes over can be avoided from there. In comes the Utah. Molotov down. Probably a pretty good time as well. It's going to leave not a lot left on the clock for Rare Atom, and it goes towards the execute towards B.
Yeah, they're really running this one down, really leaving the risks. Going to try and sell things out towards A at the very least, keep them preoccupied. Decent nade comes in. Molotov to keep them at bay. They don't really have any utility to work with here. Couple smokes. And that's it. Advent's got 1 flash. Has to be the best flash he's ever thrown in his entire life. Westmelon able to find 1. The flash comes in. It's a bit dodgy. 10 seconds to get the bomb down. Westmelon just looking to buy time. Will eventually fall. But G is around here. Can't find the shots. Can't deny the bomb plant. Loses his life, in fact. And that might just turn the tides. Mercury up close and personal will get bested. 2 versus 2. Advent with the AWP. Maybe not even going to be needed. Kaze finds a hell of a shot despite being on low HP. Tag onto Zaka. They're incredibly low. 1 bullet between the two of them going to make all the difference here. Who will be able to find it? It's Kaze. And that's Rare Atom moving up to yet another round. Oh my goodness. Wild scenes on the B-bomb site.
Yeah, that's incredible. Especially in that sort of situation. It's fine margins. It's fine lines. And my God, he makes it work. It was looking so uncomfortable for Rare Atom there, especially considering they had not a lot of time. Try and make that one stick, but my God, they just about managed to. And of course, in doing so, I left us in a not a bad position at all, where we can think, okay, there's definitely some sort of an idea around the C side. Ashes over towards top banana. Of course, in doing so with that round, it's broken the economy of Lynn Vision, left them down to a no-buy. In towards round number 5. Deagle, P250. Basically, all they've got to work with. It's a pretty horrible situation, all things considered.
Oh. P250 of Starry. He thought he had it, but that's a different guy. Not good. So, one down already. Rare Atom, just got to watch themselves ever so slightly. Some damage done, but shouldn't really be too much of a worry, to be honest with you. Lynn Vision, of course, on the very, very weak buy. Also going to move across and try and stack the B site, which is wrong. That leaves G all alone. Oh, and a little embarrassing to not find the frag on Advent there. He was nade in hand, bouncing around. But that'll be the round, folks. Rare Atom continue the trend, keep stringing them together.
That's it. Bomb goes down, and oh yeah, that's it, right. All into a bit of a nothing position now, where we can just take a breather. Nothing really saved over toward Lynn Vision as well. There's one lurking around. Mosea's sticking around over towards B. Potentially could get himself something maybe with the old Mac 10. Bit of money in the bank would be lovely. He can opt away from it. Not actually the worst position either as well. I mean, for him, you could definitely say there's a world in which if things went south, it could have been uncomfortable. Mac 10 dropped over. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing to drop, but hey. 4-1, nice start. Seen some of the individuals really step out on line as well. Kaze, ego peeking, making it look beautiful and easy. That's exactly what we want to be seeing. Envision right now, they don't really have an answer. G picking up the AWP would be a great start though, and he's going to do exactly that. Smart one. Needs to start limiting the space that Kaze is getting, which right now is actually quite a lot. Has always been a bit of an uncomfortable position. As of right now, get worried. Things could go south in a matter of mere moments. Let's see. Full buyout, and I must convert round for Envision just to not let this one run away. Oh, hang on.
Massive aggression. Yeah, this is really scary stuff. Going to get sideswiped by the Mac 10, and it finds a double. Jam Young. Absolute thief on the frags there. Starry, edge of the smoke, trying to find a return frag. He knows that they're around. Will manage to get one. Not quite the second, though. Kaze deals with him 4 versus 2, and the back off has to come in. So Linvision tried to switch things up, tried to keep it proactive in this round, and unfortunately, it has fallen completely apart. Only one for Amelia, obviously not going to be enough, and G will hold on to this AWP.
Unfortunately, not being what they would have wanted. G, actually a world in which for Atom they look hunting. I don't think that would even be a bad call. Go for a hunt, just try and see if you can make his life uncomfortable, right? Not a bad position to be in by any means, but right now, again, we start to say about how we're liking what we're seeing. Rare Atom, this T side, pretty formidable so far, and what has been a less than adequate start to the season. I mean, generally, this 2023 has not been going the way that Rare Atom have been hoping for. Thankfully, towards probably one of the most important games we've seen so far in the ESL Challenger League. It started off unbelievably strong. G, he will just be about able to keep out of the AWP. They were lurking. Sharks in the water. They smelt blood, but won't be getting any in towards this one. 5-1. Not bad at all. No ability for Linvision to buy around that of the AWP. They're just going to have pistols. Pretty damn uncomfortable. They've got loss bonus, but nothing really else to sing a high note about.
Yeah, it's a little bit surprising, I think, to be honest with you, the way that the game's going down so far. I expected a bit more out of Linvision, especially when they were able to get on the board so early, but Rare Atom, as we kind of said, maybe inconsistent this season for sure, but definitely have the chops and the skills and all that to take down Challenger League top dog Linvision. So, sort of proving it here. Yes, it is their map pick. Yes, it's still early on, but looking very, very good. Really well put together so far, and keeping Linvision way, way down. You know, we've really not seen Linvision come very close in most of these rounds, so very impressive. 4 players ready to go on A. For a good look, Starry's able to find one, nearly spins around for a second. Is that enough to perhaps scare Rare Atom away from this A bomb site? It looks potentially. They're going to see what happens over towards long. Nearly a double in for Zaka's 5-7. Meanwhile, Bomb slowly exiting here. Are they going to be able to read into this on the Linvision side? It seems not, and they are posted up and committed to A.
I think it's going to be the case. What is the call? Unfortunately, I think once again, the second that bomb goes down, they're not going to want to do anything towards this. Even the likes of kind of losing armor and stuff like that, it's just going to be so uncomfortable, so awkward. I'm going to want to test. Bomb goes down. That's the round more or less done and dusted. And of course, in doing so, yet another round for Rare Atom. Right now, they are absolutely flying in the server. No one really even getting close to what they're providing. It's been a mammoth display. There's been no answer from Linvision. This Inferno is not looking comfortable at all. They're really struggling to get any sort of control, any sort of understanding. getting to a point of being extremely costly, to say the least. Don't fix this one up sooner rather than later. We could, well, we could be in trouble.
Yeah, this is very quickly getting out of hand, right? You start to get to a scoreline like this, and it makes all the difference in terms of where the map itself might even end up going. So, Lynn Vision have to turn this half around, start to make things serviceable, as Rare Atom are in a really, really good position. Yeah, kind of terrifying, to be honest, with where they're at, so we'll see. We shall see. A lot of rounds going in favor of this T side, and as said, pretty one-sided. So Lynn Vision, I think, even if they are, you know, going to continue kind of losing rounds out, need to make sure that they are, at the very least, making things competitive, convincing themselves that they can hold, put up some kind of a defense, and make sure that maybe you're losing the rounds out and it's sort of down to unlucky moments, a little bit of RNG, you know, the timing of Counter-Strike and stuff. That kind of says, okay, well, it's not necessarily our fault, it's just like the game's worked against us. But if you're losing and they're surviving with 3 or 4 players alive quite easily, and it's like, oh, okay, well, we're just really not hitting our shots, or totally the wrong setup, you know, these are the types of things that can be very, very difficult to fix.
Oh, agreed. Exactly that. We'll see. All posted, Kazi. Team for an opportunity. Nade comes over as well, but thankfully, Envision make the ever so smart call of not swinging through in towards Banana. They got no real information about how they're set up. Little do they know, they're just peering around the corner. In comes the flash. The AWP full blind will find a kill nonetheless.
Lovely stuff. Going to be able to get another one as well. Absolutely magical. Westmelon towards the back end of the site, as yet to be spotted or seen or even really thought about. G will melt, but it seems like the damage is already done, to be honest. Only 2 now remaining for Rare Atom trying to hit this B bomb site, and it looks like they will continue to commit to B. Not really sure if they can make it. It's only a couple of kills that they need to get through. AWP on the entry. That's the plan. Westmelon hears the footsteps, though. And it might just prove to be too much. Indeed it is. Trades off his teammate. And there you are. Lynn Vision back on the board.
Yeah. Nice answer back as well. I like the idea about going towards B, but it just falls flat so quickly over towards Rare Atom. But they were stubborn, right? They once again, they're thinking, okay, you know, why not? Let's just continue to push forth on towards B with no information, no util to work with, and it's never going to work. And unfortunately, that was exactly the case for them. So, 6-2, Lynn Vision answer back one of their own, but the questions, of course, for how long can they keep this up? 6-2 scoreline does make you still feel pretty damn confident over towards that of Rare Atom to continue things in their favor. But this one falls flat. Money going to start to get a little bit uncomfortable in the kind of upcoming 1 or 2 rounds.
Yeah, it's close. It's definitely close. It's kind of resting on the brink at the moment. Pretty slow round coming out from Rare Atom here. Just playing the default, playing nice and wide, and considering all avenues, all options. Really playing a bit of a guessing game, to be honest, on that T side of things. Just running around the map right now. Not selling anything too much, to be honest with you, and trying to hit back towards A.
Let's see. Molly coming over on that corner. Nothing really being given up for the time being. Vision happy to make contact on the side. Zaki can be the first port of call, and he will fail to do so. Mercury somehow winning out that fight, but G will find one of his own. The AWP going aggro and making it sing loud. He missed that 3rd shot. Thankfully, he's got support from behind, and G continues to deliver. Starry supports him. What a round for the likes of Starry and G, who just locked down the A site, and that is prime Lynn Vision.
Magical stuff. That's a bit more of what we wanted to see out from this team. Not looking as flat. Certainly a lot more confident. And again, you know, sometimes it does just come down to the fact that you've not really been hitting your shots in the early stages of the game, and it's definitely changed up since then. Really, really clean stuff. They will force out a weird buy here from Rare Atom. They are going to go for it on the Rare Atom side, not a half buy down the middle. They do indeed try and spend as much as they can, and maybe they're on the right lines. Kaze finding a quick entry.
Oh, let's see. Already. Amelia falling. Rare Atom looking in a little bit of a better position, despite the little bit of a janky buy. Only got a Tech 9. Move it towards that of Advent. But this is kind of being the case we've spoken about, right? He's always into the lesser weaponry to allow the stars to shine. Mercury just about dodging the gap. He gets out in front of the nade as well. Doesn't take as much damage and gets a dink off as well. Dancing to the two positions. He's getting swarmed upon. He will fall to the hands of Westman, and they're all level.
Just about all level. It doesn't stay that way for very long, though. G and Westmelon, the only two that remain. Westmelon goes flying in and certainly throws away any chance at winning out this round. So Rare Atom, doesn't take them too long before they're able to answer back. They answer back on a low buy as well, which is one of the big deals, I think. Lynn Vision will be kind of kicking themselves that they're not able to capitalize on the fact that they had the lesser weaponry, the lesser utility. So Rare Atom holding on to their lead and still quite a hefty lead. It's nice to see Lynn Vision wake up, find a couple rounds in a row, but they need more than that, of course, and their gap still remains pretty large.
Yeah, for now. Not too much to be hopeful of, let's say. One goes off, and Rare Atom continue to keep a little bit of breathing room. 7-3, they've got that 4-round gap, which gives them at least some sort of confidence to work with, especially considering the ever so slightly janky bar they had to work with. It really wasn't kind of the most comfortable. But made it work, and of course, in doing so, now we see ourselves in a pretty damn good position. Locking themselves into a lead at the half would be pretty monumental as well if they were able to do it. It's a case of, well, can they? Let's see. Still coming over. Amelia might want to take early contact here. It's ever so slightly tagged. Getting away. Walking away into the flames. Amelia! Oh my god. Fine margins. 5 points of HP. Somehow just about alive.
Yeah, there was a little safe spot right in the corner. I mean, definitely unexpected. Thank goodness it was found before it was too late. Nearly too late, though, wasn't it, to be honest with you? They're going to rotate away from the B-bomb site towards A. It would be the wrong sell here, not the move. York gets smoked off, and that will be the B-bomb site falling. I don't know how much they're going to be able to retake here, to be honest with you. A really difficult look in towards the site itself. They'll start to move over, start to try and pick up the pieces. Mercury, meanwhile, is on a lurk play, looking to cut off rotations. He's a little slow on the move, but might be able to scare them away. At the same time, I think they have perhaps scared themselves away. I don't know that they're really feeling too confident for this. Mercury on his way, however. Should be able to get the drop on at least one. So yes, just a question of the timing and when it comes in and whether he will be fast enough, to be honest. They're all moving in. So many bodies here. CT's somehow coming out on top. Jam Young incredibly low. Someone needs to get on the bomb now. Westmelon is indeed on it. He's so low. G, can he stop? No, he can't. And Jam Young comes round to take down the diffuser and win Rare Atom the round.
Gotta say, Mercury nearly full sold that round. He was so slow, as you were talking about, that it actually nearly became a point of being too little too late. But thank God, just about, by the finest of margins, getting there in time. But it all comes through jumping out of that smoke from Dark and somehow, some way, making it work. What a round, and by the finest of margins, once again, Rare Atom just squeaking by, skin of their teeth Counter-Strike. They're not complaining at all. We've got a 5-round lead now on T-side. Inferno looking pretty damn good, and Westman, he might be in trouble.
He's left alive, just about. Got 2 players up on the boost here. So Lynn Vision really looking to change the setup and hope that that works for them. Rare Atom, you know, 8 rounds is the scary mark, right? They're really starting to run away with things now. Potentially out of the realms of possibility for Lynn Vision to recover this one back, especially if they lose this round. Probably looking down the barrel of 10 rounds then, and it suddenly becomes a very, very one-sided affair with potential to go even further than 10. So Really important round here to stay alive, it feels like, in this first half.
Agreed. Let's see. Oh, spotted out. G will fall. Flash in the corner. That'll catch Story. Falling off, and he manages to find a kill somehow. Resets himself in time. I think he might be too little too late. Mosea's just sticking around. Trying to be a nuisance. I respect this as well. As long as he stays alive, that is. Tucks himself in towards the corner. He should be okay. Mosea dancing the devil. He will fall to the hands of Westmelon. The bomb's down, and surely the round one already. I think Lynn Vision they should go for the save here.
Yeah, kind of their only option. It is indeed what they're going to go for. Hold the rifleage into future rounds. So not going to be quite as screwed financially.
Yeah.
But all the same, still worrying scoreline-wise with how things are going here, and just, again, how one-sided it remains for Rare Atom. Not having to work very hard for some of these rounds as well. So, yeah, I think that Lynn Vision are really starting to worry, and this is a very flat-looking Lynn Vision as well. It's not good. We had a couple rounds in a row where they seemed to get some confidence back, and that was really cool to see, but I'm not able to tap into that all the time. I don't really know where Lynn Vision are coming from. Just don't look as warm, don't look as head in the game as Rare Atom.
No, agreed. I really think right now they're in a very uncomfortable spot where this is just actually some inconsistent Counter-Strike from Lynn Vision that's becoming pretty damn costly. The level of Counter-Strike they're playing right now is simply put, it's not good enough, right? Cannot seem to get a read at all on how Rare Atom are setting up their T sides. Gamble stacks they're going for, not being all too adequate, but the utility usage has been really, really poor. The individuals may have all the mechanical prowess, but the mollies and the smokes are just not being respected by Rare Atom at all. And that's going to continue to come out to bite them.
Zaka looks to be the first line of defense out towards long if they do indeed approach towards him, which it looks to be the move. Double peek coming in. Zaka, slight off angle here. Good for the double. Fantastic stuff. Able to make it away. A 5 versus 3 coming in. Mercury being low. This is a good look for Lynn Vision right now. This is a very good look indeed.
Going over. Here we stand. This is looking pretty damn good. Surely they can't lose this one for Lynn Vision. Gotta height it the fight if you're Rare Atom, but even that is easier said than done. He goes to swing, jump on the corner. Jamyang will find one. Starry gets dropped by Kaze. No way, not like this. Not like this if it's gonna fall. At least Zaka comes in to trade it out. Bomb gonna be dropped too to try and keep them at bay. Actually, the bomb will go down in time, and Mercury falls back over towards Mini Pit.
Okay. Certainly workable here. Jam Young gets caught, though. I think that might just spell the defeat, to be honest with you. Mercury going to do his best, but it's never going to be enough there. There's just far too many players coming in. Even if he was full HP, I don't think he wins that one out. So, Lynn Vision definitely have to battle for it in the end. Maybe comes a bit closer than they would have liked, but they are still staying alive here in this first half and turning it from a poor scoreline into a serviceable scoreline. And we're getting a little further, a little closer. And it will come at quite a good time with how close some of the rounds have been previously. Rare Atom have not quite built up as much cash as they would like. Still going to go for the buy. It's another one of these janky ones that's somewhere down the middle.
Yeah, 10 is a bare minimum right now over towards the likes of Rare Atom with the way they've been playing, right? We've been saying that they have been absolutely doing, probably more than enough to get up to that double-digit mark. Look towards Lynn Vision. I guess that same argument on the other side. 5 is a bare minimum of kind of what we'd be looking towards for them off the back of how they play. They would love 6 just to give themselves some confidence going in towards that second half. But even still, right, it's just not being comfortable Counter-Strike, which can give them all that much to work with. Goodbye for Rare Atom. However, a little bit uncomfortable. Double AK, 1 Galil, all the rifleage they've got to work with. You've heard me question as well. Advent with the old Galil. Hello. Hang on a second. Starry. Hang on a second. Starry's got him behind. Oh, he's going to line up so many here, surely. Mercury's lurking in towards me, but it does not matter. Oh, they line up for Starry, and he only gets 1 Kaze. 180, head on a swivel. We'll trade him.
Absolutely massive trade. really turns this round upside down now. Zaka, only one defending the A bomb site. Mercury maybe does go a little fast, thinks that it's completely clear. Smoke goes down. Orp is here to support. They've recovered it back. Rare Atom thought they had the genius idea to just turn tail, head towards A, and there'll be nobody there. They were completely wrong about that one, and Zaka from the pit area just really keeps them at bay. Yes, finds his double, but it's all about the time that he buys for the rotations to come in. Now just cars a 12 HP. As soon as he reveals himself, down he goes. And there you are, 5 rounds. It's looking decent now from Lynn Vision.
They hit that bare minimum that we were speaking about. Kind of more a case and a point of now, can they continue to extend it going forward? Still, I gotta say, Lynn Vision coming alive a little bit more. I think that comes down to one of those rounds with a Rare Atom. They had such a good opportunity if timing was right over towards A, but they just got a little bit too fast, which is not often you say that. Not a util dropped actually for Lynn Vision in towards spawn, just in case they need it. A retake or somewhat. Or we flash off the corner and G a little bit more passive. 15 for final round leaves very little money. A Rare Atom to work with. Tech 9s and that one Galil. Does seem like it's asking maybe a little bit too much. We have said this before though, and being bit in the arse by such a comment, so we'll see. Right now, I just ask so much of them, right? With so little to work with in terms of firepower. At the very least, they do have some utility left in reserves.
Very true. Still not looking too good, of course. They are stacked out towards the A side of things, but trying to burst through, get their brackets control. G around the corner. This is his shot. Now the round maybe opens up ever so slightly. Zaka trying to make a solo play. Nearly gets to, not quite. I bent on the AWP. Do have to be careful when battling against him. Deep in towards long is Jam Young as well with the Galil here, so maybe he can find some rotating players. They've still got 2 to deal with on the site itself. It's going to be a tough one. 2 versus 2 directly on the site is not really ideal. See what they can get done. Flash comes round, and just nothing works out. That'll be 9-6 at the turn of the half. Decent recovery from Lynn Vision. It looked worrying for a second. Not sure if it's going to be enough, but time will indeed tell. Catch you in half 2. Welcome back, folks. We're here for half number 2 between these two teams here, Rare Atom and Lynn Vision. Lynn Vision with a nice recovery towards the tail end. It was looking like a pretty dire situation, to be honest with you, but they managed 3 in a row at the tail end of the first half. See how things go down. If they can get the pistol, neutralize the game, make it even before the rifles, that would be a really great start.
Yep, I'll have to wait and see. At the very least, there has been a couple of moments where we felt pretty damn good over towards Rare Atom, but they just got a little bit quiet towards the latter stages. Let's see if they can pick it back up heading in towards their CT side. Right now, gambling over towards that of the A side. It's going to come back to bite them, right? They're going towards B. No one's here to meet them. There's one player, that of Mosea, tapping through the smoke. He may get a bit of chip damage, but he's not going to find all too much. Cause they will deliver on towards one, but the bomb will go down. It's all onto this 5-on-4 retake.
A lot of bodies moving in from Banana here. 4 players. I don't think it's necessarily going to be expected. Speaking of, though, they've got 4 players stacked on top of each other on that. Wow, T-side as well. Kaze is just an absolute beast on the P2K at the moment. Part of the remaining few of the P2K gang. He's going to get right on the bomb. They're going to go for the 10-second hold and try and make it work. Looking good so far. Couple of kills coming in for the T-side. Just able to stop Kaze's G. Oh my goodness, that was chaotic, but it is Lynn Vision to come away.
Half a second, it looked like. So damn close. But it's just not enough. Of course, just like that, we see ourselves into a position of being Lynn Vision hot on the tails of Rare Atom. They are looking pretty damn good. They've come in towards this half. They started well. Well, it was messy. Round nonetheless is so important to where momentum starts to shift. And look where we stand at the moment. Nice full buyout for that of the T side. Nothing for Rare Atom, which means that this game will go within 1, more or less guaranteed. Unless, of course, the old USPSs / P2Ks can pull off something miraculous. But let's be honest, it's not going to happen. Rare Atom this sort of round is hoping that maybe you can kind of overwhelm a rifle, pick up an AK and just save it. That would be lovely. Finding anything else, not going to happen.
Easy does it so far. Up through Banana. Getting down a sight smoke. Got to watch themselves ever so slightly, you know, make sure that they aren't getting caught off by the 4 players floating around that B site. They're actually going to call things off and move towards A instead. Where there's only 1 guy. So, nice calculations here from Lynn Vision.
For now, they're wrapping through over towards Long. Jam Young's here. He's hearing all the information. Deciding not to act on it himself. Rotation's being beckoned over. They know they've lost that of the A side, but I think Zaka should just mow them down and towards mid. He will. Easy 3K for him, looking for more as well. Just get dinked. Now he can tuck his head and someone else can take over. The Mac 10s can farm a little bit of cash in the pockets. I do exactly that. And it's just Jam Young left over towards Library. There's a world, though, where he gets overlooked if they go hunting over towards B.
Yeah. Mr. Jam Young just chilling. Will be spotted out. Tries to get the fight at range against Amelia, unfortunately, and does not work out. So, Lynn Vision making their way through the round pretty cleanly, of course, as you generally would expect. But sometimes, you know, USP finds a kill, save the AK. Nice little bonus for that CT side, but not going to be the case. Lynn Vision just building monumental cash very, very quickly.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for, right? We're looking for kind of, you know, a bomb plant to come through over towards Lynn Vision, but if you're Rare Atom, the only thing they're hoping for in that sort of round is just, can we get an AK or even a Galil and just, you know, park up somewhere, go in towards apps and save it, in towards kitchen, somewhere the likes, and just hope that you can keep something over and towards the next. Granted, they are going to have a full buy regardless in towards this round, but it's just nice to have a little bit less to invest into, build up a bit of stability in your own economy going forward, and not really feel too much under pressure. Either way, attack pause, you assume, called by Rare Atom. and have a conversation prior to, of course, this next round, which is going to be a 4-buy coming out. I don't think we're going to see an AWP in play. Yeah, that is going to be the case. Kaze just M4 for him. Only way they could have done it is a glass cannon. It's risky, but risk is kind of the middle name of Asian Counter-Strike. They absolutely love it at times. So, wouldn't be the end of the world. Mosaic is juggling everything. Nades, 3 smokes and a rifle juggled over towards this position. And Vision within 1. Bonus buy for them, though, of course. Whatever they had saved over from the previous, which is a Galil double Mac 10.
Yeah. Not too sure about that. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Jamyung
dropped out. Dropped out. You hate to see it.
There is damage that comes in as well, so the round's probably going to have to continue to be played out here, unfortunately. Not good. But we'll see. It doesn't seem like they're moving in. I'm not quite sure. Might be an admin call on this one or something like that, but
Zach is taking damage, right?
Yeah,
earlier,
I'm pretty sure they should have to continue the round.
That's what the old rulebook says. It's the unfortunate one, but it's the truth.
Kind of waiting to see. I think
It seems like
what is the
Lynn
move
Vision are
here?
respecting it and trying to give them.
Yeah,
I feel like that's just unfortunately not how it works, though.
Yeah.
The damage has been taken. They've got to go for it.
definitely a weird scenario when someone disconnects in the middle of a round, to be honest with you. But it's going to be rare out and winning the round. I don't really know. Will they go for a reset once the round's over?
Yeah,
Really
I'm
not
assuming
sure.
that, but by how long we've left it, I'm assuming they've been given the all clear that they're just going to reset after the round.
Yeah.
Because Lynn Vision aren't doing anything with the bomb. They're not even, tempted to go near a site. Interesting, to say the least.
Yep, a little bit
By-
tedious, a little bit annoying. Hopefully Jamyung will be back in shortly, but does happen from time to time. And it was just at the worst moment, I think a nade had been thrown, and then Jamyung disconnects, and then the nade does damage. And then it's like, okay, well, what do we do? But yeah, sort of 2 seconds earlier, and it probably would have been all saved.
Yeah, by a sort of a technicality, right? It could have been that round actually legitimately going the way of Rare Atom. But I'm assuming by they being given the all clear. And in doing so, we're going to see ourselves into restarting that round, back to the old 9-8. Hopefully, Jamyung is back, right? That's the main thing. So yeah, okay. Seems like we're all good. In a second, I'm assuming. It's a weird situation, Script, to say the least. But we'll see in just a second. Backup has been confirmed. So okay, we will be going back to a 9-8 situation. Not the end of the world, I guess.
No, certainly not. Certainly not the end of the world, as you say. But yeah, Lynn Vision, I think, will want to battle back pretty well. They've been playing well on this T side so far. Hoping that the rifles start to go their way. We do see lovely Mongols sticker there, of course.
Love it. Supporting the
They
region.
they are out now, unfortunately. But
yes, yeah, no, very true.
good to see the support. Never put them 0-3 though, boys. That's what I always have learned about the Asian Counter-Strike.
People got to learn their lesson. You can't be putting the Mongols 0-3. It's not going to happen anymore. Kind of the same with Greyhound. We kind of saw this last major. It's just, you can't really be doing it. They are going to upset it. Fluxo was a kind of a guaranteed 0-3. I hate to say it, but sort of feels somewhat true there. I'm hoping. I'm hearing a little bit of typing. We should be getting back underway in just a second. I guess until we do. Scriv, how are your pick'ems going?
Yeah, not bad, mate. I got Ents, I got G2, I got Fluxo 03. I've got FaZe in there at the moment. I got Fours in there at the moment, so that's a confirmed one.
Nice. Same
And
as
then
me,
I think that's it for today. That's all I can get for today. I'm waiting on teams like Monty, and then I guess the loser of Four's phase.
Okay. Not bad.
Did have Mouse, rest in peace. Got Liquid in there, they're still alive, but less confident.
Yeah, I have no confidence in Liquid. I don't think they'll be making it, but we'll be making our way back into this game now. Finally, tech pause is done. And of course, going to be going back underway in just a mere moment. Team Liquid there, yeah. I don't think they'll be making it, unfortunately. G2 have made it. Ents have made it. Mongols have been eliminated. So that's the array of stickers or sprays that we've got over there. Now, ladies and gents, back underway. The only thing I have noticed, though, it is 10-8 in the scoreline still. I'm assuming.
Well, we'll see. Sometimes it takes a round.
A round, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping.
Fix, yeah. So I think it has indeed been sort of taken off. This is obviously a rinse and repeat of the round that we just had. So yeah, all good. We are back to the regularly scheduled programming here, folks. Lynn Vision hoping to continue their trend of winning rounds on the T side and even up that scoreline.
Let's see. Let's see. Zach and our slow over towards top B in that pack. Some support coming through as well. Now I guess have the tempo just a little bit on the corner. They know they've got lesser firepower, but close and personal, those Mac 10s can be very, very hard to deal with.
Certainly going to be scary. They are biding their time. 40 seconds left to go. Not too much space. They got the banana control, but really not an awful lot to work with. There's 3 players ready to go on this B bomb site. Still got a smoke in the hands of Advent. A few flashes to work with as well on the B side of things, so really could be difficult to get through. Advent is just waiting for this smoke to go down. He's a little late on it, maybe. Mosier up top will manage to get one. Does go down to the flames, but there's still Kaze up on the boost, ready to strike. Drops the bomb, runs out of ammo. And that makes all the difference. It's still a 3 versus 2 in favor of the CT side. Kaze gives his life away, though. Goes a little wild. I guess he does find the frag, but it allows Starry to reset the game. There's not enough time to get the bomb down, though, and they just are able to keep him at bay. So, it is Rare Atom that end up winning the round, regardless of how things went with the timeout issues.
Yeah.
So, therefore, we're still on 10-8.
There we go. There we go. We stay where we are. It was a little bit uncomfortable, has to be said. For a second, things were looking like they maybe could have flipped and gone the other way. We could have seen the likes of Starry step it up. Not to be. Atom, first sighted double digits. That's always so helpful for the momentum, for the confidence. Knows you're getting ever closer to the finish line. Now, let's see. Stun coming through as well off the back of that U-turn towards top car. Nothing to be found from it, though. Of course, in doing so, there's a bit of space for Lynn Vision to utilize with over towards top B, over towards second mid, just poking and prodding around.
Quiet start once again, looking towards this banana area. They are not really looking to fight in banana on the Rare Atom side. So Lynn Vision, you feel like should have a couple pocket rounds available to abuse the fact that they've been given the banana control early on. Meanwhile, 4 on A, ready to go and looking damn good. Starry just goes wildly dry. Jamyoung nearly down to the fire. Maybe an opportunity to trade in some of the weirdness, but not really taken by the Lynn Vision side of things. Flash comes in and a kill for Zaka. So back down to a 4 versus 4, but still healthy. On the side of Rare Atom, Lynn Vision, a little scratched up. They're going to try and get in towards this A-bomb site via the long area. There's 2 players hidden on the site, hidden in pit. Really difficult to deal with here, but we'll see if it all comes together nicely. It could work out for them. Mercury, oh, beautiful stuff. Looking for another frag here, going to get it. He's onto the USP now. He needs help from Kaze, and he will indeed receive it. Fantastic hold from the 2 of them to get rid of 4 players. Magic, absolute magic from Rare Atom.
Well, just that, of course, they're pulling further and further away now. Starting to seriously cement themselves in. You look at Lynn Vision, you look at the limited funds. You start to think that this map is bit by bit starting to be set in stone going the way we're at them. Those kind of final nails in the coffin being banged in. And a pretty, I guess, gotta say, dominant display at times. We've kind of said that for Lynn Vision. For the most part, this game has looked pretty flat from them. It's not looked the way we'd hope or expect. Starry running through the flames will start off this round at 50 points of HP. Was it worth it? Probably not.
Sorry, trying to be cheeky in the apartments. Nothing appearing for him, though. Yeah. Up close and personal with the MP9. Good for a double. Got some support in from an M4 as well. I think Mosier wanted to keep fighting while you're throwing the smoke down. He wants his eco frags. They will have to give up the fight for now. At the very least, you know, they've secured themselves a solid advantage. Should be all good from here on in.
Let's see. 3 remaining. As you mentioned, Starry took quite a significant amount of damage from the flames to kickstart off in towards this round. Exactly what we were hoping for from him. Makes his Glock even less impactful. Nothing being given up. Zaka, what a shot. Mercury deleted. Surely Jamyoung's okay here. I speak too soon. Just as I said, the Glock was going to be not that impactful. Story makes his sing out pretty proud.
Ilya looking to lead the charge here in towards the banana area. Of course, they've got that bomb so solidly, securely on the rare atom side of things. Smoke does come down to split them up. But there's a gap in it, and Kaze is going to abuse that fact. Advent, of course, above it. So easy hold here. Not enough time to get the bomb and get the plant in. They'll hold the rifles that they picked up into the next round. Decent stuff, but rare atom really starting to get themselves into a solid position here. 12-8 now on their own map pick.
Yeah, no, that's it. Exactly. Let's see. Looking forward as well. Questions still have to be asked over towards Lynn Vision. What have they got in the locker to really alleviate this situation? It doesn't feel all that confident, to be perfectly honest. That's a 4-round buffer. It's 4 more rounds. All the rare atom need to take their map pick on the more preferential side as well. Or CT. There's a lot to like. In the corner. Ozzy. Got off this round somewhat low. Get towards that of A. Just fall away. Speaking of, towards top B. And you two are keeping them at bay. They've got a little bit more of a stack here, though, for rare atom. They seem to have some sort of inkling. That's where Lynn Vision are going to be heading.
Very slowly heading. Advent's got a smoke lined up, but I don't think it's really going to stop them. Mosier, MP9. Gets it down, and indeed they do call off the hit. They look pretty confident there on the Lynn Vision side of things, but spotted and scared off. That's all they need. Not even lost a player.
Yo, well, as you mentioned, doesn't mean all sort of swings and roundabouts just yet. A lot of damage being dealt towards Lynn Vision. The idea is back over towards A. Pretty standard setup for them. Time's ticking.
Nice find onto the first. Got this player in on the site, not going to be flashed off. Kaze, oh, he does get a bit caught by his crosshair. Unfortunately, they're going to try for the bomb plant, despite the fact that Jamyoung is in towards pit. He tries to deny the bomb away, but he can't quite get it done. You know where he is. Where's the rest of the team coming from? Moto Smoke going to go down. Nice angle from G, but instantly traded. Numbers working against them. It's left all onto Starry. And he has to make a move. He knows he's got to make a move here. Jamyoung just keeping him distracted. Can he spin? No, he can't. Stop the defuse. Wasn't quite sure where the bomb was planted, it looked like. So Mosier gets it done, gets it found, gets the frag as well. Now rare atom move up to 13.
Yeah, again, fine margins. It kind of has been... It's been the talking point, really, for the vast majority of this game, where for Lynn Vision, they've had these moments and they've had these opportunities, but they just have not been able to Towed them across the line. Pause to come through. You'd expect call by Lynn Vision. Unfortunately, things just not going the way that they would hope for. Bit by bit, slowly but surely. Everything looking pretty damn favourable over towards where Atom. They're going to be heading in towards overpass with a map under their belts, giving them the opportunity for a 2-0 in what is a very, very important time in their season. I mean, they desperately need to be winning games here. They're currently sitting 2-2. They're on the brink of actually not even making playoffs, which in itself is a little bit insane for Rare Atom, who have always kind of been a stalwart of playoffs. When we look towards teams from this region, Lynn Vision, Rare Atom, the Mongols, they have always been kind of, for the most part, guaranteed playoff teams. Now we've got other ones kind of joining them over towards Group B. You know, NKT looking pretty damn good as well. You could see a world in which see them wings up as well. Season on season getting better and better.
Oh, super aggressive coming in from Lynn Vision to find the first. Advent playing around the smoke, able to trade back, but still not quite going to be enough. 4 versus 3. And the dust settles, and Lynn Vision given the run of the mill here as they look to back away and play around with their man advantage.
Got space. Mercury's rotating away as well. He's gambling over towards the A side. It's the wrong call. In comes the Utah. They've lost B, and now in doing so, they lost the round. There's nothing a Mercury can do tonight. He's going to spam through the smoke and hope he spots someone. Actually, was looking the right way towards top orange. But too little, too late. Fell off the site. He fell off the angle. And he'll lose the side as well. Gets dinked. And of course, that'll be the call for him to hightail it. Lynn Vision up towards their 9th as well. So, they're still alive. They're still kicking. There's still some fight there. Maybe a little bit of a questionable call in terms of the level of aggression they went for over towards top banana. And, of course, that early rotation. It's all hindsight. We know it's 2020. Lynn Vision once again chip that deficit down towards that 4-round gap. But it is still quite the mammoth task for them to get back in towards this game. To be able to see this one off in regulation would be a huge ask. They might actually be caught on the way out as well if they overextend. No, they'll stick around.
Able to drop here? No, not really the amount of money to do so. Going to be a toughie then. Advent on the MP9. It's still not the worst buy, actually, so no real excuse in that sense. Lynn Vision, though, in prime position to break the bank here and start closing the gap, threatening the game. It's a really, really important round here, to say the least.
It's a round which can massively swing momentum going forward. In this, and who knows? You can start to see them pulling away pretty damn nicely, right? Lynn Vision are able to take this, to shout that economy. They can start going within, kind of reaching distance within 2. That's exactly what we'd be looking towards.
Jose trained. Ooh, comes off the angle. Maybe could have had a chance at a frag there, but timing getting the better of him, unfortunately. Retake of banana nades used down by the Rare Atom side of things, but Lynn Vision not really scared off by it just yet.
He's looking for a boost there. Not being given anything. Even still. Mercury in the side. We'll find Starry. They come through in towards mid as well. Amelia just poking around, but doesn't want to overextend all that much. Jam Young. Dance between 2 angles. Can he get right? Can he get the good timing? He's about to have a double swing on him.
Ooh, nearly taken down. Just about makes it away. Pretty important that he does, because it buys time for the rotation of Mercury to come back around. West Melon is ready for him. Meanwhile, Jam Young eventually does indeed get caught off. Mosier, meanwhile, back end of the site. Smoke is down to make life a little more difficult. He loses his teammate, but Zaka knows what's up. Great find from Zaka. Advent left low, and it's another save scenario here for Rare Atom.
I can understand why as well. I mean, there's just no way they're getting back into this. Ball away. Give it up. And yet another round going the way of Lynn Vision, but such an important one as well. When you look at it, you already mentioned about how economy was on a thin ice over towards her atom. And now, actually, they might struggle to buy around what they've have saved. AK, AWP. Absolute must-haves to be saved over and towards the next. Anything else alongside it, that'd be pretty tough. We may even see, depending on how things are, potentially even them just sticking around that 2k mark. I think Mosaic for him, of course, being the lowest, might not invest at all. Force buying in would be pretty damn brutal considering Mercury's only got 3.2k. Kaze can't really drop anything all too notable, maybe apart from a pistol. I think it's kind of, for me, has to be a safe call. The right call would be to save. The risky call would be to try and force in towards this one. But I don't really understand why you even give that one a risk. So, this game getting closer and closer. Was looking like we were in for a bit of a stomp, but not to be. It's still life between these two. 13 to 10. And Envision breathing down the necks now, Rare Atom.
Should be all good here. We'll see what kind of aggressive moves the saved weaponry can come up with. They're on separate bomb sites at the moment. Not sure if I'm a massive fan of that. I like the idea of, you know, bolstering one bomb site with what you have and just hope that they come towards you, really. But they separate out. Looks like, you know, those B players probably going to save it. Kaze with a nice shot. He gets another one here. It would be a hell of a thing. He gets a smoke down as well to try and work with. Makes life difficult. Flying in goes G, though. Somebody had to be the confident player, and indeed he will get it done. And as said, as soon as that happens, the B players just move to save. So, yeah, maybe if there was an AK supporting the AWP there and all that carnage, never know what might happen. It's not the case. Not the world that we get. The world that we get is another round for Lynn Vision, and the gap continues to close.
Yeah, that's it. No AWP saved over. I think I have to agree with you. I think the right call is always trying to go for, you know, that kind of bolstered side. Just try and gamble, essentially. I mean, what else have you got to lose, really? On the way out, the USP, just trying to do a little bit of damage. I'm going to say I can. I don't think that's even a bad call, to be perfectly honest. What are you losing? USPS? Ended well. 18-11. 2 rounds. Here's that reach and distance we spoke about. We said how breaking the economy of Rare Atom is going to give such an opportunity. That door swung wide open for Lynn Vision. Actually now, even the likes of kind of the possibilities of doing this within regulation again start to open. Game started to heat up a little bit. What was looking like Rare Atom closing out their map pick unbelievably comfortably. No longer the case. See. Full buy. As expected. Back out. No open play this time for Kaze, so we have to wield just the M4. He's been the big impact man. Over towards that Rare Atom. 20 and 12 he currently stands. I know we've spoken about it early in towards, well, coming in towards this map, but Advent, man, he has really struggled. 4 and 16. I know he might be a good caller, but it just kind of seemed quite simply not good enough.
Yeah. Yeah, and now maybe starting to make the difference as Lynn Vision, you know, on this T side, picking up pace, getting control of the rounds. It's a really scary prospect, you know, when they're able to work around their own individuals and find success and continued success. Trying something a bit different here as the smoke comes down to allow them to go flying out, but not really working at all. Westmoreland's the only one to have found a frag. G misses his shot. Mercury flies down, leaving it all onto Zaka. Highest fragger in the game. But this is quite the tough ask. Does get one. Trapped in towards pit now, and I think, you know, they can just kind of leave him here, to be honest with you. He doesn't have a lot of time, but he figures out quickly that he can make it out. I thought he would have been weary of someone towards long. I guess you just have to have the confidence in a situation like this, right? Take as many angles and fights as you possibly can, gain as much info. Fake out comes in, he hears them all coming, trying to catch one with a nade in hand. Ooh. Oh, and it's actually the nade that finishes him off. So Rare Atom back in with number 14, and that's kind of the trouble for Lynn Vision. It may well be too steep of a hill to climb.
Yeah, spot on. Spot on. It's one of those situations where we'll go back to Advent where if they win, you don't really care, but If they lose, that's when you really start to notice it a lot more. Right now is not too much worry. Obviously, Jam Young looks a lot lower. That's of course he dropped out of the server not too long ago. But actually, since he's come back in, he has actually been a little bit quiet. Or uncharacteristically quiet for Jam Young. Especially on this map. He's normally absolute fiend on Inferno. He's normally brilliant. Seems to be in a little bit of a slump. Hopefully he can pick up that form as well. Start supporting the likes of the Garzes and Mercuries of the world. Same over towards Amelia. 10 and 13, not quite good enough. Zaka on a bit of an island right now.
Yeah, it just doesn't quite have the support, unfortunately. Kind of happens sometimes. I'm sure it's happened to all of us watching as fans of Counter-Strike, you know, when you have that great game and you just... Yeah, like you mentioned, West Mel and Amelia just need them to get up to, you know, 15 kills. Maybe would... Maybe not even that, you know, 2 or 3 more at this level of the game could make all the difference, but... It's tough. It's very, very tough indeed. You just have to keep at it, keep playing. And doing your best to keep fragging. Minute gone already in this round. Lynn Vision again with the banana control, but Rare Atom have been happy to give that across quite regularly.
That's it. So, he's still coming through as well. Got the numbers advantage here. I like Lynn Vision. Now Ben playing on that pop flash. It's quite a good one as well. The Molotov going to tick him. He's forced into a second oranges. They would have heard that surely. Amelia. Jose got one apiece. He's tucked in. He's surely gone. Yes, he will be. Sorry. Trained on the angle and he'll delete Mercury. Lovely shot. Bomb going to go down. I don't think the nade will do enough. This retake exponentially tougher now.
Yeah, not looking too good here. Jam Young, we'll see, is going to be the first one to encroach around this corner, but it's a 2-man setup. I don't really know how this finds success. Flash comes in, but it's ineffective, and Kaze will just take his AWP into the next round. Not going to have money to buy up, so Lynn Vision should be able to threaten 13 pretty easily here.
That's it. This game is getting towards kind of its latter stages, and we're getting to a point now where it honestly could still swing either way. I still feel like for Lynn Vision, if they're going to want a chance, really are going to need to do this in towards OT. I just don't really see them doing it in regulation right now. One hiccup and it's Rare Atom on 15. But as you mentioned, right, there's just no support around that AWP. Kaze, a bit of a tough round. This is the sort of round as well where when you're coming in for Rare Atom and you're going to have such a minimal buy, but one person's got an AWP, you've all got to just gamble aside. You can't kind of... you know, play a default setup in my mind. You've just got to protect the president. It's a standard setup. It's a bit of a weird one, but I think it's just the way you've got to be playing these sort of rounds. The pause to come through, and an opportunity for Rare to have a conversation before heading in towards this sort of round. What are they going to do? What is the plan of action going to be?
Pretty intense. Pretty intense towards the tail end here. It's definitely seeming like it's the trend so far in this region, bro, is just how close some of these games have been, actually.
Yeah.
And to be fair, we were checking back. Rare Atom not too against GR Gaming. They're not too far from the close. They had 31-28 on Mirage, which is 2 maps of Counter-Strike played, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. To be honest. And apparently that game was casted as well. So shout out to the hard-working homies who were on that game.
Yeah, feel for them. That was a marathon. We've all had them though. I mean, even yesterday we had a pretty long game, right? It was like 4 and a bit hours, which
yeah.
But the Asian scene is somewhat unlikely.
Usually they're quite fast, aren't they? You know, everyone's flying in and just going crazy. But not been the case over the past few weeks, or maybe for this season indeed. You know, there's been a lot of changes in that sense. Counter-Strike's a bit better put together. Advent gonna melt down. 5 versus 3. They still have a hold of the AWP, but it looks like they're calling to save the AWP at this point.
Tapping away. Of course, AWP being saved is most definitely the right call. Anything happen though, I guess, to help things out it. And the answer is going to be no. They'll stick around. Big thing is just making sure Mosaic keeps it alive. They should be fine. I don't really see Lynn Vision. Well, I say that. I'll go hunting a little bit. Zaka. Just start poking and prodding in towards lower banana. As long as those pistols can just do enough to keep him alive, right? Just protect the president, be cannon fodder. They should be okay. But they're seriously going hunter though. They're committed to the hunt here. It's gonna make things tough. Oh, Mosaic spots a lot.
I don't know. Smoke goes down. He might be able to hold it here. Down goes Mercury, Mosier. And he's still alive. Needs to find that frag. He does. What a flick. Oh, and he just gets it around the corner. So they've got the AWP here to continue trying to stay alive, to continue the attempt to hit 15 rounds. But Lynn Vision, of course, closing the gap, looking really, really scary now. And it feels like one key round here could net them at the very least the overtime.
Yeah.
So very, very scary round coming up. I think all 30 are going to be required for this game, it feels like.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. What a game we're getting here. What a game we're getting. Continues to deliver. Continues to surprise us as well with some absolutely cracking Counter-Strike. Another pause to come through. I don't think we have many tack pauses left. Both sides have been very happy to use them. Another thing which, again, you don't really see as much in the region. They're very content with just letting momentum do its thing. So it's good to see conversations being had. We're looking at Rare Atom, Advent, to try and really alleviate some of the pressure. Over towards Lynn Vision, a lot of the kind of the slightly more experienced heads. Westmelon, Starry, Zach. Even though Starry's young, he's been in the scene for quite a long time now. I remember him playing even in the pre-COVID days. Hopefully this ball is over in a second, and then once again back underway. Like I said, for Lynn Vision, I still feel like for them, playing for overtime sort of feels like it's going to be needed if they want to be taking this one. We'll see. Time done. Put this show back on the road, 14-13 within one. A full 30 might be needed to decide a winner here, and some.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Another game that has overtime written all over it, you know? So, certainly going to be heartbreaking for whichever team ends up losing this, to be honest with you. Lynn Vision have put on a hell of a show for the run back, but it's not quite over just yet, of course. They will very quickly move towards second middle area. A lot of utility to speak of, and looking to move a bit fast compared to some of their previous rounds.
A lot of util being dropped in towards that top mid position. Mercury goes for a double before he's traded out. They're at him. Needed a star, and speaking of, one is going in for the flank. Kaze. That's huge, and a no scope on towards G. That is monstrous from Kaze. So ballsy. And at least Westmelon all alone in a 1 versus 3. What is that second shot?
Bomb down. Westmelon on the mission to recover it. Going to be spotted on the crack as well. Yeah, so Kaze knows where he is now. Can't land that flick fast enough. Westmelon, I mean, what can he really do in this situation, to be honest with you? Gets a flash down, hoping somebody gives him a fight to work with, but there's no one peeking in. Loads of nades going down. Deny that bomb pickup for quite some time here. Still got a smoke to work with as well. Oh, what a find from Westmelon, to be fair to him. Gets the bomb, but can't make it round the corner as the trade is instantly there. 15 rounds required on the Rare Atom side of things, and now Lynn Vision. Money not quite there. They just about have enough to buy in, but I think Amelia, it looks like, will actually have to sacrifice down to a slightly lower buy. All the same, 2 rounds in a row going to be required from Lynn Vision.
Yeah. Tough, brutal, to say the least. Let's see, right? You don't have anything in the locker to make this one change in their favor. It's looking pretty damn unlikely. (15-13). Envision starts to look flat once again. This could be the one to change things. You took him on over. I'm going to sit close to the MP9. Jumping on the corner. Spots info, and we'll just fall away. Smart way to play it. Doesn't stick around. Avoids the bulk of the U2 as well. Exactly the way you should be playing it. Speaking of, a lot of Utah dropped over towards CT, which can be used to just keep them at bay.
Ooh. Shot misses. A little stacked on top of each other at the top end of Banana. That could have been weird. There's your mollied off. Actually finished in the end by Zaka, though, so back into an even trade situation. A nice recovery from Lynn Vision. It looked like Rare Atom were going to make it away with a freebie there.
Sitting on the side of the smoke advent, waiting for a mistake. Not giving anything just yet, but it is Lynn Vision kind of committing towards the top B position. Time's starting to tick, and they're going to go for the execute momentarily. Smoke's starting to dissipate, and it's now or never. The two remaining here towards B have to go nuclear, and Advent, he's struggled to do any of the sort, and he continues to struggle. But thankfully, Mercury sets up for two. Can't quite make it a third. And that was 2-on-2 on the retake.
Really dangerous stuff here. There's no kit available for that CT side of things, and AWP as well on a 2v2 retake is really difficult to get activated. Putting a lot of chips into this one. They're going to boost the player up. G was half watching it, now comes off of the angle, just playing nice and safe in towards Dark. They're really not wanting to give them anything at all. Hidden away, nobody peeking. Lynn Vision winding that clock down, and as nothing comes in, I don't think Rare Atom can really answer here, and indeed they will take their guns away, try and save. Easier said than done, though. G might go down to the bomb here, I think, however. He does indeed. So everybody dies on both sides of the equation. No real cash for either side. Lynn Vision with just a bit more. But my goodness gracious, this is coming down all the way to the wire.
Yeah, absolutely. What a game we're getting here. What a game. All 30 needed. And another pause. This has got to be the last one from Rare Atom. I feel like they've used all of theirs now. What a game we've been getting, though. Some cracking Counter-Strike on display. Just enough being shown as well. Envision. Fine margins. You can see as well, like you mentioned, very difficult to get that AWP into action, right? It's very tough on a retake and a 2 versus 2 retake as well to get Kaze and the AWP activated. He's very good, but it just requires a tad too much. It will, of course, be the case. It's looking like, as we mentioned, as I kind of alluded to, honestly, about 10 rounds ago now, that OT might be needed, or especially definitely needed, if we are going to see nice Lynn Vision taking this map. Honestly, OT is kind of written all over this game right now. Lynn Vision have done so well on their T side to get back in towards this game.
The widespread default at the moment from Lynn Vision. More banana presence than usual from Rare Atom. Something that, you know, maybe they have saved, or at the very least just, you know, come up with the idea at this late stage of the game. I think is indeed very, very smart. Keep Lynn Vision away and corral them in towards the A-bomb site instead.
Right now, right, what's the decision? Lynn Vision pretty indecisive where they want to go. Bomb still over towards ramp, so no commitment there. You look over towards out of the A site, a little bit more of a heavily stacked one, and that's actually where the bomb is heading. Utah being dropped over. Isaiah will take the initial point. He's flashed off the angle. I don't think, if I'm right in saying, he got spotted there.
Yeah, not entirely sure. Kaze hidden away here. Whoa, gonna peek up to try and go for a smoke. Spots them all coming in. Jam Young will find one. He finds himself a second. Could be huge from down here. Will eventually get traded. Mercury in on the site then. Gonna have to find one at the very least, but he can't. Huge kill comes in for G. Bomb gonna go down momentarily. It's a 3 versus 1 now, as just Mosier remains with the MP9 to try and clutch up and win Rare Atom the game. Deny the overtime away from Lynn Vision, but surely not gonna happen now. They've done so much work on the Lynn Vision side of things that it just surely cannot end here. No! Oh my God, Mosier! Unbelievable! Oh my goodness!